Uno de los momentos más dramáticos que se vivió ese sábado sangriento fue el de los asistentes a un festival de música electrónica, Supernova. El festival se promocionaba como una reunión para celebrar la amistad, el amor y la libertad infinita. Y eso terminó en una masacre de 260 asistentes, de no sé cuántos secuestrados y de algunas personas que quedaron marcadas para siempre por lo que allí vivieron. Nos atiende una de las asistentes al festival. La responsabilidad de este ataque de Hamas es el que inicia la invasión de Israel sobre la Franja de Gaza. Ella se llama Gili Joskovich. Y la primera pregunta, Ana, para ella es, pues, primero decirle que reciba nuestra solidaridad, que lamentamos y condenamos lo que allí pasó y que bienvenida a la W.
Gili, thank you very much for your time today at W Radio. First of all, let us share our solidarity. We are in complete, shock about the horrible things you guys had to live through from the Hamas attacks.
Thank you very much.
¿Cómo se salvó, Ana?
How were you able to save yourself?
I was running and from a place to place because I was working in this festival. I had a booth over there for a new brand that I opened because it was a small market inside of the festival. So I had my car with me and I was running and hiding from a couple of places. And at the beginning, I was in one place, and then I drove, and then I was in a field of pomelos for a long time, for another 3 hours. So it was taking a long time. I can't say exactly one thing that I did because I needed to do many, many things in order to survive this horrible attack and brutal attack.
Nos dice que tuvo que hacer muchas cosas porque pasó mucho tiempo tratando de ocultarse para que no la descubrieran. Nos dice que ella estaba corriendo de un lugar a otro, ella estaba en ese lugar trabajando, estaba en el festival trabajando, estaba abriendo una nueva marca y pues nos dice que empezó a correr y a esconderse de un lugar a otro, logró ocultarse en el campo unas 3 horas y dice que no recuerda bien los detalles en este momento, pero que sí tuvo que hacer muchas cosas para poder resguardarse.
Quiero preguntarle, Ana, si es cierto que algunas de las mujeres que estaban en el festival fueron violadas por los señores de Hamas.
Is it true? Were you able to see that perhaps some of the women that were present at the festival were sexually abused by members of Hamas?
I saw many terrorists from this Hamas organization. There were hundreds of them with many weapons and with cars. But where I was hiding, they shooted my friend that was just hiding next to me, my best friend and my partner. She died. They shoot her. So when they were kidnapping and shooting, they killed many people where I was hiding. I heard them shooting for 3 hours and killing all the people that were hiding around in this area, and they killed my friend. She was just next to me. I couldn't say anything to her because I was afraid they will find me. And I didn't see raping during these 3 hours, but other people that were going out were saying that out of the road people were with cotton arms and legs and heads, so it was a little bit more outside where I was. It was many shooting and the quantity of the weapons that was there. And we had nothing. We were just people partying. We had nothing against all of these guns and so much of it. And about the raping and everything, so the one that kidnapped, I got to get saved. So I'm not in Gaza, but in the people that they kidnapped to Gaza. So from there, a couple days after, we received many videos from social media and Telegram and stuff like this. And from there, I know that they were doing it. But I didn't see it while the festival was going. I just saw them killing everybody.
Let me translate that really quickly, please. Nos dice que ella vio muchos terroristas en ese festival. Había cientos de terroristas de Hamas con armas, pero como ella se estaba escondiendo, pues simplemente podía escuchar los disparos. De hecho, nos dice que mataron a una amiga que estaba al lado de ella y que no pudo hacer absolutamente nada porque le daba miedo que la descubrieran a ella también. Entonces fueron 3 horas de terror mientras le estaban disparando, mataban a mucha gente, cogían a las personas y las secuestraban. Nos dice que no vio violación, que eso lo vio reportado después en redes sociales, en Telegram. Entonces nos dice que ese testimonio lo pueden dar esas personas que están en Gaza, que fueron secuestrados, porque la violación en el terreno no lo vio. Lo que vio fue muchos disparos en ese momento y muchas personas que estaban siendo asesinadas durante mucho tiempo que duró este ataque. Entonces eso es lo que nos puede contar de lo que ella vivió. Ellos simplemente estaban de fiesta, no son personas que permanezcan o pertenezcan a ningún grupo, entonces tuvieron que soportar cosas terribles que para los que no estaban preparados.
Gili, y la pueden buscar ustedes, Joscovich es una empresaria de moda. Ella trabaja principalmente con árabes en el norte de Israel. Ana, ¿ella qué piensa de la respuesta inmediata que dio Israel en esta invasión y ataque a Gaza? ¿Qué opinión le merece esa decisión del gobierno de Israel?
What is your opinion in terms of the response that the Israeli government has had, specifically their invasion now of Gaza? What is your opinion?
I have to tell you that I am working in Israel and I have many, many Arabic friends in Israel, in the north of Israel. Actually, my business partners in my other company they are Arabic Muslims. And I know if this is not the Arabic Muslim way, I know that this is a terror organization. This is ISIS, what they did, the way they killed so many people. You know, I just want to tell you something small. My best friend, she got killed in this party. They shoot her in front, just next to me. I was happy she didn't kidnap. I was happy that we find her dead instead of be kidnapped to Gaza, because this is Daesh. It's to go to Daesh, what they do. And I'm sure that every Arabic Muslim believer person need to come and say that this is not right to do all these evil things. Can be religion next to it. So there is nothing to do about Arab and Israel and everything. This is just to be human. I can't believe that really people can be so evil. And we need to take them out. And we need to do the job. My country need to do it. We need to do it. The way that Daesh are not existing, Hamas doesn't need to exist. They are terror organization. They control the population. They control the people of Hamas. They use these people as a shield. We need to help these people to get Hamas out of Gaza, to destroy this terror organization before he is coming to the West.
Pues nos dice que ella está trabajando en Israel, en el norte. Nos dice que incluso tiene muchos amigos árabes en el norte de Israel, tiene un socio que de hecho es musulmán. Nos dice que ella sabe que esto no viene de los árabes, no viene de los musulmanes, viene de un grupo terrorista similar a ISIS. Nos dice que la forma en que mataron a estas personas solo se puede asemejar a un grupo terrorista. Incluso nos recuerda cómo mataron a su amiga en plena fiesta y estuvo feliz porque no la secuestraron, porque esto es Daesh. Nos dice que es horrible lo que le pudo haber pasado en un secuestro, así que sintió alivio cuando supo que la habían asesinado o que haya muerto en este lugar. Nos dice que todos los árabes, todos los musulmanes deben salir a condenar lo que está pasando, a decir que esto que hizo Hamas no está bien, esto no se debe relacionar con ningún tipo de religión, esto es simplemente de ser humano, de ser humanista y de condenar lo que está ocurriendo y lo que pasó en Israel. Ella no no puede creer que haya personas tan malvadas, así que por eso está de acuerdo con que Israel, su país, debe hacer el trabajo. Jamás no debe existir, es una organización terrorista, utilizan a estas personas palestinas en la Franja de Gaza como escudo humano. Hay que liberar a esas personas de Hamás, sacar a Hamás de la Franja de Gaza y destruirlos para que no lleguen a Occidente.
El festival fue uno de los primeros blancos de Hamás. ¿Cómo se da cuenta ella que está en medio de un atentado y cómo fueron esos primeros minutos de terror?
The festival was one of the first targets of Hamas. Can you share with us, how did you realize that, the shooting was happening, that an attack was happening, and how did you live those first few minutes realizing you guys were being attacked?
We didn't really have so much time to think because they were throwing rockets, and while they were throwing rockets on us, in this time they were breaking everything and going in, and there were hundreds of people and even thousands of people. Thousands of terrorists came to Israel and came to this party and came to the villages. They all came to the villages next to this party. I'm not sure that they even knew about the party before, but they were going for all the villages and this specific party. And in this specific party, they murdered 260 people. And then they were going for all the villages around, and they were going in and kidnapping and killing babies in their bed. And horrible looking, one pregnant woman, they opened her stomach and took the baby out and then burned them. Stories like this. And also in the place of the party, they were going after us. They were shooting 260 people with automatic weapons and, for civilians. So it's a hard time because I lost my best friend, and it's a very, very hard time. And I have a very, very sad story.
Yes, we're really sorry about that. Let me translate that, please. Nos dice que no tuvieron ningún tiempo de pensar absolutamente nada porque les estaban lanzando cohetes directamente contra ellos y estaban al mismo tiempo rompiendo absolutamente todo. Eran cientos de ellos y no miles de terroristas de Hamás que entraron a esta fiesta y luego fueron a las aldeas cercanas que estaban a este festival. No sabe si los de Hamás sabían ya de antemano de esta fiesta, pero lo que sí sabe es que asesinaron alrededor de 260 personas. Nos dice que después de esto visitaron las aldeas alrededor o los pueblos alrededor y mataron a las personas, incluso bebés dentro de sus casas, una mujer embarazada. Incluso sabe la historia de que le sacaron el bebé y luego quemaron a estos bebés. Nos dice que en la fiesta pues iban tras ellos con armas automáticas y ellos son solo civiles y nos reitera que son tiempos bastante difíciles para ella, puesto que murió su amiga en este festival.
¿Cuánto tiempo pasó hasta que ella se sintió segura? ¿En dónde se escondió y cómo la rescatan?
How much time passed for you to feel safe? I mean, how much time passed for you to go ahead and feel like you could go ahead and come out and feel safe? And how were you saved?
Yeah, it took me the first hour when I was running with my friend, and we were hiding under a bush. She had a smaller bush than I, and then they shoot her just the first 30 minutes. I tried to push her, I tried to took her, but they were all around me. And then I took my car, I drive like 10 more meters, and I hide in a field of pomelas in the middle of the field. And for the next 3 hours, they were murdering everybody around, which were hiding. They were shooting from far and from inside, and they were in many, many places. And after 3 hours, when I was already, I thought already I'm going to lose my life. And then I just heard 2 or 3 group of Israeli soldiers. They came to this area they were in after a long time. And I sent my location at the beginning to my boyfriend, and he came from the north of Israel. He was in the other side with his family, and he just came on his motorbike to next destination, and then the army just brought me to a safer point and a safer point. And then we're going home, and especially I was going for a special post-trauma treatment, to be able to process and understand what was going on, although you can't, yeah.
Pues nos dice que ella primero se escondió en un arbusto con su amiga, nos dice que a la amiga le tocó un arbusto más pequeño que a ella y después de 30 minutos de estar escondidas ahí, pues le dispararon a ella, así que empezó a correr y cogió también su carro, avanzó como unos 10 metros, se pudo ocultar en un campo y ahí empezaron a disparar alrededor de 3 horas. Ella ya en ese punto pensaba que iba a morir, ella hasta un momento pensaba que era el final, pero luego escuchó unos soldados israelíes que después de un tiempo llegaron al lugar en donde ella estaba. También nos dice que ella le mandó su ubicación al novio, que llegó y se trasladó desde el norte donde estaba con su familia en moto para poder auxiliarla, pero bueno, el ejército finalmente la pudo llevar a un lugar seguro, luego se fue a casa, estuvo en tratamiento postraumático para poder procesar y entender todo lo que ha ocurrido.
Grace, hace unos minutos Julio le preguntaba sobre su opinión a la respuesta que Israel ha tenido. Y ella dijo que sí, que el gobierno tiene que responder, pero yo quisiera profundizar un poco más sobre ese tema. Israel, entre las cosas que ha hecho, es que ha cortado todo el suministro de electricidad y comida hacia la Franja de Gaza. ¿Cree ella que esto está bien, que entendiendo que lo que Hamas hizo pues está mal, pero esto está bien lo que Israel está haciendo? Tilly, trying to go a bit farther into your opinion about Israel's response. Among the things that Israel has done is that they have cut electricity and food for Gaza. And as you mentioned, you have Arabic friends, and of course there's a lot of civilian population in Gaza. Do you agree on this part of the strategy of Israel, cutting electricity and cutting food for all of the Palestinians over there?
I'm very, very sorry if the civilians get hurt, and sure that civilians are getting in this time their lives are much harder. And as I told you before, the Hamas use them as a shield, so they don't let them. They take their keys, they block the road, they don't let them evacuate from their places. And you need to understand, Gaza, the top of Gaza is citizens, but under all these citizens, and under the ground, Hamas is sitting there like cowards, and they are really use the people as a shield. And I feel very, very sorry for the people of Gaza. But you need to understand, we really need to take care of the Hamas now. We really need to deal with organizations like Daesh. What they do in Gaza, there is the responsibility in the people of Gaza is the responsibility of the Hamas, not of Israel. And I'm always sorry, I also have very much Muslim friends, and I understand, each one have their own narrative. It's not about in this time we really need to take Hamas down, and we can't keep we give them a humanitarian things, and they use this as weapons against us, and we can't have it now. And I'm sure that we are trying to do the best and not to hurt civilians. I know the army is calling them even before they are throwing bombs or something in a building. They are calling them. They are saying to them, "Go away, go out. We are going to bomb now this place or this place." So everything which is going on Gaza is in the responsibility of Hamas, and Hamas is ISIS, as I said. So it's very bad for Gaza, and I really, really hope for peace and better day and for everybody.
Pues nos dice que lamenta si los civiles se ven afectados. Ahora mismo, por supuesto, que la vida de los civiles en Gaza es mucho más difícil, pero es que Hamas los está usando como un escudo humano, les bloquea incluso las calles y las líneas de salida, no los dejan evacuar, no los dejan salir de los lugares en los que están. Entonces nos dice que más bien la responsabilidad de lo que está pasando con los ciudadanos de Gaza es de Hamas, no de Israel. Hamas nos dice que están como cobardes escondiéndose debajo de estos ciudadanos, usándolos como escudo humanos, y lamenta lo que está ocurriendo con las personas en Gaza, pero nos dice que ahora mismo el objetivo es lidiar con Hamas y es responsabilidad de ellos lo que está ocurriendo. Nos dice que tiene amigos musulmanes y cada uno tiene su narrativa, pero el objetivo ahora mismo es acabar con Hamas. Todas las cosas u objetos o ayudas humanitarias que les dan en Gaza los usan como armas en contra de ellos, entonces están haciendo lo mejor que pueden para no afectar y atacar a los civiles. Incluso les avisan si van a a bombardear para que se vayan de ese lugar, pero pues nos reitera que Hamas es ISIS y pues ahora mismo el objetivo es acabarlos y espera por supuesto que haya paz en Gaza y que acabe todo el mal y espera que vengan mejores días para todos.
Gili, los relatos y las imágenes que hemos visto en estos días son realmente escalofriantes. ¿Cómo se siente haber sobrevivido a este terror?
The images that we have seen from the attack are horrifying. How do you feel about being able to survive this attack?
No, it's very hard because I asked myself in the beginning why I got to survive, and my friends didn't, and it was I felt so helpless, I couldn't do anything. I was just lying there. I closed my eyes and I tried to hide as much as I can while I was hearing them coming from both sides of the field and just killing all the people that were around me. And I didn't look. I closed my eyes. I just heard. And because I understand Arabic, so I knew exactly what they are saying. They were saying, open the car, come from here. There are more people here. Let's go to here. And it was 3 hours when I was hiding in the same place, and I was so afraid. I already understand I need to die. And then I said, in Hebrew, we have like a certain sentence. Then before you die, you say it. It's called Shema Israel. And I said, I got ready to die. And then I started to think about my kids. And then I prayed to God, and I said, God, I need a miracle from you. I need a miracle to go out from here alive for my kids. And I prayed very, very hard. So when they will come to see me, they will not shoot me. So I was playing like I'm dead on the floor under the tree for a long time. And suddenly after 3 hours, I heard some soldiers speaking Hebrew, and I got saved, but I lost my best friend, and she died, and she has kids and families, and it's very hard for me personally, my personal story, and also the story for all of the other people in this party, and all the villages, all the people, and all the kidnapped people. There are more than 200 people kidnapped now. Kids, like very, very small kids, and this was like I don't know, the serious Vikings. Like many people are coming and just doing everything they want in the place, and it feels like I didn't believe that something like this can happen today. In this century, since the Holocaust 70 years ago, I didn't believe something like this can happen.
Well, we're really sorry, Gili, about this situation, about this you had to go through, and we hope better days comes for you and for everyone there. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Bueno, nos dice que es muy difícil pues evaluar esta situación porque ella logró sobrevivir, pero su amiga no, entonces se siente mal también por eso y porque no podía hacer nada, se sentía desahuciada en ese lugar, escuchando cómo mataban a todos a su alrededor. Ella entiende árabe, entonces entendía lo que estaban haciendo, escuchaban cómo estos terroristas señalaban y decían que había más personas en un lugar o que abrieran cierto carro para sacar a alguna persona que estaba escondida ahí. Nos dice que duró 3 horas escondida en el mismo lugar y sentía mucho miedo. Ella entendió en un punto que iba a morir y estaba lista para hacerlo, pero luego pensó en sus hijos y ella necesitaba un milagro, así que empezó a orar muy fuerte y se hizo la muerta por mucho tiempo hasta que escuchó a estos soldados israelíes que llegaron a rescatarla. Entonces nos dice que se siente muy mal también por esas más de 200 personas secuestradas, por esas más de 200 personas que murieron en este festival, incluso por los niños pequeños que están ahora bajo el poder de Hamas, y pues no puede creer que algo así haya ocurrido. Nos dice que no puede creer que algo en este siglo ocurra de esa manera como ocurrió en el Holocausto. Hicieron lo que quisieron en ese lugar.